What's up, people? So, I don't know if you remember, but some time ago I had this project in mind to basically fashion or have fashioned a custom Alice kidney pad. Now, I've got all the necessary bits and bobs in order to make this happen, but the workmanship would cost €50. Now, um, as much as I'd like to go through with this project, because it would be, pretty funky just to have a custom made Alice kidney pad. The thing is that it's quite pricey. Now, not even considering the other bits and bobs, like what you see there. These are strips of really tough webbing, Alice webbing, of two Y harnesses. Now, that also implicates another cost, but I was basically able to purchase some Y harnesses for really cheap and then sell a few others, get what I need and then sell a few others and still make the money back um, of the ones that I needed in order to complete this project. So technically, I managed to get down to zero in terms of the cost of the Alice Y harnesses, but and the buckle and the D rings. These are basically didn't even cost me anything. This was out of um, a spare set of buckles, and this is obviously off the Y harnesses as well. Over time as well, at one point I ran into these, which were really nice as well. Also, basically similar webbing as the Alice webbing, so really good quality. Plus, they have these little padded reinforcements on the sides, which was just pretty neat, because I don't know what pack this is from, but when I saw that I thought, this might actually be quite nice as well to incorporate in this pack. In this kidney pad. In which case, would probably have to have like a D ring or something sewn on the side so I can swap these out for these if need be. Or it could just be permanent, I still haven't decided. That's the problem. So this actually cost me some money as well. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 15. So that basically bumps up the cost again if I were to use these. And well, the UCP inner layers of the MBC carriers, they didn't cost me any money. As you can see, I've tried dyeing these with apple green, and the inside took the dye, but it looks like a bright yellow, or at least on camera, but it's a bit more muted than that, but it's still a yellowish color, strangely enough. And the outside of the fabric didn't take even the slightest bit of dye. So, and I don't want to, either way, I wouldn't want to use the inside of the fabric because it's a little sticky, it's a little less rugged, whereas the outside, see if I can give you a close-up, looks more like, that nice tough Cordura. The inside is just sticky and a little bit less rugged, at least on the feel. So if anything, I'd have to, use the outside layer. But that's not the main issue. The main issue is that then, this would have to remain undyed. Just stick with UCP as it is in its standard form in terms of the color palette. But that is another issue. The main issue is that the workmanship would cost €50, and after even trying to save up money on the Y harnesses, I just can't condone that kind of an expense. I mean, recently I've actually not even bothered to purchase some really good deals on Alice packs, complete with this frame and everything for about 50 euros. So for me to spend all that money on simply a kidney pad, it's just one of those. It's just one of those expenses that I can't really justify. So for now, I'm gonna have to can this project. Also because, I mean, I even got a pair of UCP shoulder pads, or the shoulder harness rather, from the Molly 2 rucksack, just to be able to give the pack a matching suspension system. But ultimately, I found this for €6 plus 5 in shipping, so €11 in total. Brand new, unissued kidney pad, from the Molly 2 rucksack. And I figured, you know what? I'm just going to grab this instead and just use this instead. Because as much as I would love for this project to come to life, it's something that I feel that had I had the know-how and the necessary equipment, that would have been nice, to basically have your own custom-made piece of gear. But, it's just counterproductive financially and otherwise. So I figured I'd just get one of these. I saw it. As soon as I saw it, I grabbed it. It was so cheap, I figured, yeah, why not? I'll just use one of these. And at that point, I can even consider dyeing it with the matching shoulder pads. Thing is, at some point, it would have still been nice to go through with this project, but I figured I'd make this video just the final update, let you know that not every idea is a good idea. I mean, even this is a good idea, but it's just financially not very, it's just not worth it, to invest that kind of money simply on a kidney pad. That's not to say that I haven't seen Alice kidney pads online go for even 50 to 60 to 70 euros, even just pretty basic, actually, some of them. Whereas something like this, excellent, you know what I mean? This will work just fine. And it's in pristine condition. It's brand new. So, I mean, and for the price, that's the thing, guys. You just really can't beat it. So when it comes down to it, you just have to, come to terms with the fact that, hey, maybe this project is just not worth pursuing. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like I said, it would have been nice to go through with this project. I have all the necessary equipment now, all the necessary ingredients, so to speak, in order to make this happen. But, it's just stupid money that I can't justify an expense on, something like that. So, especially, as I mentioned, since I've actually decided not to purchase some Alice packs recently. Some of them I'm hating myself for. But at this point, I figured out I was just hoarding Alice packs, even if it was such a good price and really good condition. I have other packs and I have other components, so I'll work with what I have and with what I'm able to find in, on the cheap, A and B, it'll work just as fine, if not better, and for a fraction of the price. So, unfortunately, guys, that's it. That's the end of it. I don't think I'll be picking this project up. I'll still put it all aside, for a time that may come in the very distant future where I may want to pursue this as a hobby, or if I find, the right kind of tools and tutorials. I don't know. But the point is, it's not something that I can go to my local tailors and then, or in this case, I found the tailor wasn't able to do this. The shoemakers would have been able to, but yeah, just not worth it. Okay, so I'm repeating myself. What else can I say, guys? Thanks for having stuck with me this far, and sorry to all the ones that we're waiting for something to happen on this project. I don't know why this thing is blurring out, but that's pretty much the cue that I needed. So there we go. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.